Hey guys, doing another one of these 1v1 videos. A lot of you said you wanted me to continue doing them, so I absolutely will be, probably once a week, mainly to answer your questions in this kind of format where it's just raw, unedited, one-on-one like this. But today I want to go over something I think a lot of you need to start incorporating into your, not just your game, but in life in general if you want to start seeing improvements, because I see a lot of repeat comments from either the same person for a few weeks or even after a few months asking the same advice. And the thing you need to learn is persistence. What I feel happens is I give a tip or I give some advice or even a plan to someone to do it, and then they'll do it for maybe like a week or two, not see instant results, or something will go wrong, like there'll be a mistake or a failure, and then they'll quit. In any success book I've ever read, any book about people who've been successful, whether within football, whether within any other walk of life, one thing that seems to be consistent among all of these people, no matter what area they're working in, football, business, whatever it is, they all have and had persistence when trying to achieve their goals. Whether it was becoming a professional athlete, whether it was becoming, or running a successful business, whether it was building something from the ground up, whether it was getting out of poverty, no matter what it was, there was always an element of persistence, and it's an idea you need to adopt. It's one of the most important things you need to develop if you ever want to improve or get good at something, because inevitably there's always going to be some kind of mistake or failure down the line that is going to challenge you. The problem is the majority of people, when that challenge is presented to them and that failure is staring them in the face and that mistake is there and could make or break them, most people allow that to break them instead of getting back up and persisting. When you're doing something, they always say life can, knock you on the ground. Well, it's your choice whether you get up or you lay down and give up. And if you're persistent, you'll get up and you'll try again. And anyone who's persistent will usually get anything they want in life to a certain extent. You'll usually accomplish your goal if you keep going. The problem is you have too many expectations about how quickly it has to happen. So with your training, with the routines you're doing, if you only do them for, a few weeks, and then say, oh, well, this isn't working, time to move on to something else. Well, you could have been just on the cusp of something that would have helped you improve immensely, but because you didn't persist, because you didn't keep going, and because you gave up so quickly, you now don't get those results. Results don't happen quickly, typically, so persist. Keep going. If you're working on your ball control and you're not seeing improvements, keep going. If you're working on a certain area of your game and you just think, oh, I can never improve this, that's not the case. Keep going. If you haven't quite made the team you wanted to make, if you haven't quite, acquired the skill set you want to have, if you haven't quite perfected a certain shot technique or whatever it is, keep persisting and it will happen. Trust me, when you look back a year from now, you're going to wish you did stick with it, because a year would have gone by with you having stuck with it and you would have reaped the benefits from that. So my message today, guys, is just to keep persisting in whatever you're doing, to develop persistence in whatever it is you do. And if you want it badly enough and you persist and you keep challenging yourself, you can absolutely accomplish it. Let me know any other questions you have for the next type of video we do like this. And guys, just remember to keep persisting, being persistent, I should say, and it'll come. I promise you, it'll come if you keep at it. All right, see you next time.